Welcome back after lunch. You all enjoy lunch and networking and meeting lots of people, some of whom you may or may not work with already. It's funny how often that happens, isn't it? You come to these things and you actually get the time to talk to people that actually work with us in the corridor. But that's great, it's part of the function of it. So, this should be a really exciting session actually, looking at the programme. These were, the series of presentations I've been looking forward to most in the entire day. And I'm going to start the session off by welcoming our colleague from RSC Southeast, Alan Blackwood, who's going to talk about the gamification session and stuff. And it looks like there's plenty of stuff on the table at least. So I'm going to hand over to Adam at this point. Okay, thank you, Adam.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to try to pick up so you can read the back. You should all have on your seat somewhere a handout with government cuts. They've been reduced in size, but everything you need will be on this handout. The link for all the stuff that we're about to refer to, one I link on there called e-handout, will take you to a site that lists all the web links to everything I'm referring to. So try and cut down that notes you have to take. And if you've got a QR code reader on a mobile phone or a tablet device, you're welcome to use it as part of this session. If you're using Twitter, you can do that as well. And there are a few links there that I might get you to interact with during the course of this little session. So to give a little background about who I am, I'm Adam Blackwood, and years ago I started with computing. These are the only computers I used at junior school and primary school. Watched a lot of Cousteau at home and became interested in marine biology, so I went off to study complex mechanisms and crabs and learned a little bit of Fortran at the same time. Having done that, I went off to do another course on fisheries. I dared to be untidy, upgraded to a ZX Spectrum at the time for computing. And interest in teaching came from here because I had to teach some rainbow trout how to feed themselves. This was my first inspiration into teaching, and I quite enjoyed that, and I thought I'd be a teacher after that. And after that, I studied computing because actually there wasn't much of a career in fish at the time, and I became a lecturer in further education and worked with JISC later on. But one of the most interesting things I've done is to use Facebook. I used Facebook years and years ago, and I know there's a lot of worry about social networking sites or where Big Brother, the people are looking at you all the time, and you get these adverts trying to point you to do different things. But actually, social networking and all of that push technology is very liberating. It allows you to do an awful lot that you wouldn't necessarily come across. So, on Facebook, I tend to post up notes that I'm interested in biology, marine biology, and so forth, and adverts appear to do with something called free diving. So, I never knew you could do a course of free diving, and I went off and did a course of free diving. And if you want to learn how to hold your breath for 4 minutes, you can go off and do a course, and they show you how to do it. It's as straightforward as that. So push technology on the social networking sites is really useful. Academically, I use Facebook and Twitter to help me liaise with people I work with. So I go to a conference such as this, I meet lots of people, I network with them, I use Twitter and so forth. And this is a conference from 4 or 5 years ago. These are digital librarians from other countries, and I keep in contact with them through Facebook and through Twitter. And we're able to exchange information and ideas. So it's a positive way of using social technology, and that's really my quip about why you should engage positively with using these technologies. And now I'm interested in mobile technologies. So, my technologies. I will start with a little demonstration. So, I'm very keen on use of mobile technologies and wearable technologies. So, besides this microphone, which is kind of new to me, I also have, start with my mobile phones I'm carrying. So I have 2 of these. Then I have my phone, which I should be on my pocket, but I'll take it off at the moment. So I can get to a video camera that I can back on my ear, and this speaks wirelessly. And that's quite useful actually, because while this is wirelessly, you can be a tutor somewhere else, and I could talk to you about what it is I'm seeing. So I could be in my car, and you could be a tutor elsewhere, and you'd be able to see what it is I'm looking at. And you can talk to me in the little earpiece that goes with this. You can talk to me and say, go in the wrong direction. So that's that. That's called a look-see. Keeper is a little wired streaming camera, which they use at any college to demonstrate hairdressing. This is an action camera, costs about £40, and it's very robust. I've used it for mountains and so forth. It's a solid piece of equipment, £40, does the trick, high quality audio and video. Then this is a little microphone, and that fits into not the keys. This is a tripod stand, pocket one. This, I'll get to the microphone in a moment. This is a GPS watch I wear, so it tracks what I'm doing when I'm walking around. So at the moment it's telling me my heart rate is at 124, 135. This is my free diving watch. I wear this when I go diving. It measures the depth and so forth, and it's all the information about that. This is a swimming watch. I go swimming. It tracks all my swimming details, pushes it out to the social networking site. So a lot of pieces of equipment, audio recording device. This is a little Pokemon thing. I'll refer to this a little bit later. And then in the back, usefully, these are the pieces of equipment I would recommend. All the other stuff is kind of hard to jump, but these two things are battery chargers. So places like this, when I'm out and about, and on miles and charges and main sockets and so forth, I carry spare batteries with me that allow me to power all of this stuff when I'm out and about. And these things cost about £20, about £30. This one will get me through a week normally, so it recharges my phone, my battery, other things. So on me, I've got lots of stuff, and I'll put my back when I do this. But I'm also wearing this is my heart rate monitor, so I'm a little bit. I wear that when I go running and when I go cycling. And all that information gets pushed up to the web 2 site. So my friends and my other people that are involved in their sports can tell me what I'm doing or how badly I'm doing and motivate me to do things. To motivate me to run faster or to cycle down a particular street or something. And then, well, I'll show you this now because it'll be interesting. I have on me a little QR code tile. Can I use for demonstration? Anyone got a QR? Anyone got a QR code reader on them? Anyone got a QR code reader that they're happy to use on this time? Anyone? Volunteer to scan this time?
I've got one here.
Can you scan the time?
I should be able to. From afar?
I don't know if you can come up close. I don't think you can scan it from far. It would be great.
More than happy to try it out. Which one?
I think any of those three. What one is
Good for the bottom one. We picked it up. I can't. It says, "Good afternoon, David Goldenberg. It's a pleasure to meet you here at E-Factor." David there.
Okay, so this tie is a reprogrammable tie. So I'm using QR codes here that can be reprogrammed to different uses. So I produced one, I can produce it just then for this day. It's been used at other presentations as well. So I use a website that allows me to reprogram my QR codes. And that's got all sorts of interesting educational value when you think about it. So I've got other things there as well. So let's just move on. This is, still other things I mentioned. On my shoes, I won't get a couple of things so you can see it. In shoes I have two little sensors, a sensor here and a sensor on the other shoe, and they relate to my little watches and so forth, so they track how far I'm running and walking and things. I'll get my shoe, put back in that shoe now. And at home. So this is the mobile stuff I carry with me, but I'm so kind of ridiculously geeky. I have, it's not on there actually, the scales, I have scales, I have some scales over here. So I have scales there that measure my body fat and weight and so forth. I have a little device on my wrist here that tracks my sleep and my activity during the day. I'll get it up to the web. Heating system and the light system at home is controlled by these little light switches. You just buy them, you plug them into an all existing light switch, and they control the lights via the internet. So I can turn off the light in my study from my mobile phone here. And the heating system itself is controlled as well from the phone. So There's lots of this stuff that I tend to use, and that's why I think mobile technology is very useful, obviously. And this is showing some of the effects of using technology. So why wearable technology is important. I mean, it's a lot of very gimmicky stuff, but it actually makes you focus on what it is you're doing for a particular activity. And it does that in two ways. One is, from a personal point of view, it's giving me feedback on what I'm doing. So this is June the 21st, and here you can see my weight that day was 10 stone 5 pounds, and body count was 80.3%. Then in the evening, I didn't do this demonstration, but in the evening I sat down on the sofa and I ate a whole packet of popcorn and some ice cream, and the next day, body fat went up by just nearly 1%, and my weight also went up to 6.8 pounds. So that kind of feedback gives me an awareness of the effect of eating popcorn and ice cream. So the idea that wearable technology is kind of a passing planet is it's not true really. This is going to become more and more embedded into what we do. So mobile phones with a lot of technology built into them. The years that come, we'll see a lot more of this response or this feedback process happening and embedded into these technologies. And people will react to the feedback that you get from this source of data, and it will change the way in which you do particular activities. So I won't necessarily sit down on the sofa again and eat an entire packet of popcorn and the ice cream to go with it. It's not a successful day. So, that's my technology. Your technology. So, I'd like someone in the audience to choose a card. This is always a bit dangerous, but choose a card. Sorry? Okay, space. Okay, so you can split up into teams, by the way. So on your handouts, you've got a colour. So you can either belong to a red team, a blue team, an orange team, a yellow team, or green team. And in this game, I will start off with the red team at the bottom. I'd like someone to answer this question, which is what happens if I press the letter B on my keyboard at this moment in time? From the red team. Anyone have a clue what happens if I press the letter B on my keyboard at this moment in time? Because if you don't get it, you will lose 2 marks for the red team. You'll go backwards. Sorry? Okay, and the other teams on either side will lose 1 mark if they don't rock the answer either. So the teams on either side of red are the orange team and the yellow team. So orange team, do you have an answer to this?
The red team have an answer.
You do?
Yeah, we just think your display will go blank.
Okay, which is correct. Okay, press B when you do PowerPoint presentation. Screen just goes blank. It's quite useful when you're trying to make sure the audience isn't distracted by what you've got on the screen. So try and make sure that you go away with 1 or 2 tips that might help you in some way, shape or form. So, okay, you don't gain any marks, so you can go forward or backwards. Okay, the orange team, you might choose a colour. Well, not colour, choose a card. Anyone go on machine?
King of Hearts.
Sorry?
King of Hearts.
King of Hearts. Okay, so what's the difference between a dynamic QR code and a static QR code site? From the orange team, anyone from the orange team can answer this.
Dynamic changeable? Yeah.
Sorry?
Dynamic changeable?
Yes, it's correct. So this tie comes from a dynamic QR code site. So the site I use for this tie is p-qr.com. And it allows you to change what this tie does. So a static site just goes to one location. You'll be familiar with using QR codes. You type in a QR code, you get a QR code, it goes to one location. That's what most QR code sites do. If you use a dynamic site, it means you can reprogram the site to do any number of different things, depending on the day or the class you're teaching. So that's why dynamic QR code sites are more interesting, more useful, and you also get lots of feedback about who to click on the site. So if someone wants to click on those, you've got QR code links and so on your handouts. When you click on those, it's been set up so that the website sends my phone an email, and the phone sends my watch, a smartwatch, a little nudge. So I get information about someone who's clicked on those sites every time that happens. So for marketing, that's useful for some mobile technologies. I also want to make sure I choose my two sites as well. So I wanted to make sure I chose. So over here we have a sphere device. To wake this up. This is a robotic ball. It's always worrying playing about with these things, I have to say. So, robotic ball. Going to play golf with this ball. So just hold it up here. It's a little ball. It's a robotic ball. It's controlled by a mobile phone. I'm going to get it to connect to the mobile phone. I'm hoping it's going to connect to the mobile phone. And you can see if I hold my phone down, if I move it around, you see there's a little blue light in the ball. Okay, so that sets up the orientation of the ball when I place it on the floor. So we will get some target. So can I have volunteer? It's not the orange team now. It's it's the blue team. Have a volunteer from the blue team to come up here and try and hit that ball of marking tape with this ball, with Sparrow Golf. Anyone from the blue team on the top here, stand on the stage like I'm having to do, and have a go trying to hit this blue piece of marking tape. Okay, I think that's probably
Come on, guys.
Anyway, well done. So this is quite a nice little toy. It's actually got some useful uses. So you can see here, got the blue light here, and it's aimed towards you. So you stand in one place, you get the blue light so that it aims towards you. So stand here, and then you'll be asked to let's just make sure which way it's going to go. It's going to go. Let's make this through. Okay, so stand here. That's a long flip action. And you need to get it.
Oh dear, all right, let's go.
Okay, so it's a really nice little robotic ball. It does loads and loads of different things. And you can interact with it in a whole variety of different ways just by downloading the app. But if I were teaching programming, or I was teaching science, I could show the students how to download the little app. And we can go through some sort of basic programming constructs. So we can go through nested loops and so forth for programming. This is just the top level app that you can download for programming. You can download the low level app, which will allow you to go to the hardware and actually program the board itself in all sorts of different ways. So it's quite an engaging way for students to actually build programs and then go straight from there, what they've just done, to demonstrate it in front of the class to see whether it works or not. If I was teaching mathematics, I could get them to talk about angles and distances and so forth, and I could get them to program the ball so that it goes so many meters to the right, or forward and then to the right and so forth, and get it to go around a particular course. And we can talk about angles, talking about light and colours. We can play about the RGB, red, green, blue system inside the light here and play about with that and do little projects on that. So it's just a robotic ball, sphere, costs about £100, and you just download the apps for free on your mobile phones. So, what team did you come from? What did you point? Blue team. Okay. Blue team is and you go forward 2. So well done. And you can get help for that. Okay, so, cards, someone choose a card. It's the green team's turn to choose a card.
6 of diamonds.
Any ideas? What will happen if you press W while in the PowerPoint presentation? It's correct, a white screen. So press W, just hit a white screen. So, B and W, if you're doing a presentation, particularly in front of a group of students, and you just want them to not be distracted from the screen at the moment, just press one of those buttons to do that. And press it again, fix it back. So, yellow team, choose a card. I respect others. Okay, actually, yeah, presentations this morning and some of the things that are going on today, do use the Google Forms for teaching.
Assessment, survey.
Good. Okay, I can give you a mark for that. And yellow is a dog, so you go forward 1 and you get a house for that. Okay, and so now I pick the colours. It's the red team. Actually, I want to do a particular card here. So, seven clubs and so, what value is there in some of this new technology that's creeping onto the market? So this is a smartwatch. I have a Pebble, which is sold on Kickstarter from earlier in the year. So this is a Pebble smartwatch. Is there an educational value to some of these things? The 2 points. Can you name or suggest any educational value to a smartwatch?
Could you like yes or no surveys for like classes so you can have that multiple choice questions and you can kind of each to answer it using the watch?
You might be able to. Yes, actually, from the Samsung ones, you'd probably be able to do that on the Google Docs. Yeah.
Use it as a voting system.
You wouldn't be able to do it on this one, but you can do it. You'd be able to do it on the Android devices. Yeah. So if I go to the other card as well, which is just to show you. One of these features is not available on the smartphone at the moment. So here you've got display email, controls the video screen, a remote Wi-Fi camera. It displays the train times to the platform I'm about to go to. Does revision cards. Shows me where other watch wearers are nearby. Gives me notifications of people who scan the QR codes, what turns line up on at home. One of those it doesn't do at the moment. Which number do you think?
7.
Is correct. So this watch does everything on here, but 7. Doesn't turn the lights on at home at the moment. But it does do everything else. So when I walk to the train station this evening, it'll tell me the next train and the platform that it's leaving from before I get there. It allows me to carry my revision cards with me on my phone, not that I'm revising, but it links to Quizlet. So you can get quiz apps and so forth that go onto the smartphone, so you can just flick through the revision cards if you wanted to. And this is like year 101 for this kind of technology, and we've got some educational applications out there for them. So in time, this is a little resource for engaging students because it will become more and more important as a tool. Okay, so that exercise 2. Choose a number. We are now on to the orange team.
7.5.
Seven and a half's good choice. Okay, so if you've not seen this is a nice little bit if it goes. So we'll go around and I'll ask each team to choose a vowel or a consonant and we'll play this. So choose a vowel. Give me a vowel. Or choose a vowel or consonant, sorry. Vowel.
Vowel. Vowel.
Sorry? Yeah. Vowel. Consonant. Okay, well, you've asked another word to this, so. Okay, what words? Who's got a long word?
Feed.
Sorry?
Feed.
Feed. Spell it for me, I can't see it. Or TH. Feed.
Can you do that?
Sorry?
Just think. Think the verb.
So we've got, that was feed. That was the name, wasn't it? Yeah. So on this program, it's free, just download it off the net. I click on find words, it'll show me all the 4-letter words, show me all the 5-letter words that were there. It will show me all the 6-letter words, and there's a 7-letter word. Okay. So that's quite nice. But also, and I did this as a demonstration last night actually, and it came up with a really bizarre word in that list of letters. So I can check that as a tutor, and my English is pretty rubbish actually. I can check that using my smartphone. And all I'm doing is I'm using a little app here called I'm using Google Goggles, which is an app that identifies what it is you're looking at. So if I scan the word feed, you won't see it very clearly, but it scanned the word feed. And it's pulled up a list, it's pulled up some text, and it'll take me off to a website that will tell me what that word means. So without actually knowing whether the word is there, it's correct, if it's misspelled, so forth, I can just scan it with my phone, and it will tell me whether that word is, what the meaning of that word is, take me to the Wikipedia page or dictionary page, and identify the words for me. That's just called Google Goggles. A nice little app does all sorts of image recognition solutions. See paintings on the wall when you're outside and so forth, and you're not sure who did them. You just scan it with Google Goggles and it brings up all the whole listing for you on the mobile phone. Got students walking around at a workshop or something, and they're not sure with some of the equipment, or they're not sure with some of the pictures on the wall or words and so on. They just scan it with their Google Goggles, and it will bring up the definitions for them from their mobile devices. So a nice little app for them to use for self-learning.
Can you do it with plants as well?
No, you can't identify plants. You can get apps that will help you identify plants by using the keys and so forth, but no, it doesn't do that yet. So, the site for those tools, and also into those little programs you can download, is a guy called CSF Farmer, I think, and it's on that e-handout. There'll be a link on the e-handout. I'll take you off the site that allows you to download those little programs. So, where are we? Okay. So we are on to the blue team. And I think the other team, you get 2 marks. What team were you? Red. I'll have to give you a mark for that. Okay, so I just don't want to. We want the orange team. Choose a card.
7 of diamonds.
Okay, this is available for orange team. If you get this, you'll get 1 point correct. And everyone knows, if you everything you get identified correctly on this next screen, you'll get a point. If you don't get it correct, you'll lose 3 points. So, orange team, choose a number.
4.
You don't score any points. The next team, is blue.
10.
So we're trying to identify an animal here. If you identify the bones, you'll get a point. If you guess and you get it wrong, you'll lose 3 points. Okay, so you don't know that. Green team.
7.
Can you identify any of the bones in that picture?
Vertebrae.
Okay, we'll give you a point for that. Green team. After green, it's yellow.
12.
You can go for the animal or identify bone. After yellow, it's red.
5.
Oh, that's going to mess it all up now. We had 12, we had 10. Thanks. That's not a very helpful one, is it? Red team. Identify bone. Sorry? Okay. After red is orange. No. Blue. I'll sort it out with this one. Any clue just what this animal is?
Is it a bird?
Seal.
It's a rabbit. Okay, so actually all I want to do here is just show you a couple of little things I'm doing in this presentation. I'm just using PowerPoint to start the entire presentation. That's all I'm doing. So the whole presentation is just going to be using PowerPoint, very kind of basic. But these tools allow you to do little nuggets like show reveal slides and so on. You can go to the site and just download that slide, place a picture behind it, and you can have an interactive session straight in a PowerPoint session. The other thing that I've been doing here is that I've got a menu-driven system. So here you've got a complete deck of cards on the table here as well, so I can see what's happening. But all the cards are hyperlinked to different parts of the presentation. So there are, in this case, 52 parts to this presentation, each one with some learning material behind each one. So it means that rather than just going through a presentation from A to B, we've got very flexible presentation. So I'll use menu slides that allow me to go into any part of the presentation at any time. And if I want to change what's behind card 7 or the S7 part, I can go into that part of the presentation, change that for tomorrow's lesson, and it won't affect anything to do with the way the presentation works. So that's kind of the little money behind that particular slide. Let me show you some of the colours because this. I like these tools actually for mobile devices because it's very quick and straightforward to use, and I know that some of the colleges have been using these. So this is Wattpad. If you ever want to create an ebook very quickly, as a tutor, you go to the Wattpad website, you copy and paste, say your scheme of work, or your reading list, or your book list, something, you just copy it into the Wattpad website, and it will become available for every student to download to their mobile device using the Wattpad app, and it's cross-platform. So it's a very straightforward little tool to use. So before I get my notes out to you at the end of this lesson, I tell you to just log into Wattpad. I'll give you, next slide, I might give you the search phrase that I might be using for this lesson, and I'll give you the identification to the book that I'm using. And it will allow you to download that. So it's a nice way of getting ebooks out to people. A link to that. I show you. The other tool I use is Kindle. So personally I use I have Kindle on all of my devices. So Kindle on my laptop, my mobile phones and so forth. And you may not be aware, but if you download the Kindle app to your smartphone or your tablet, every time you download it to a separate device, it has a unique email address. So the program for today, I'm carrying on my Kindle app on this phone, and all you do is you email the PDF or the Word document to the email address for this device. And it means you can carry around the library of materials, or the notes, the minutes, whatever it is you've got actually on your mobile phone inside the Kindle app. And then that's nice because from a student's point of view, you've got all the documents you need to carry around an entire library of devices of resources on your Kindle. And if you're my students, I can email you all the course notes for the course into Kindle, and it also means, because you're inside Kindle, you've got access to, as a student, you've got access to the dictionary that's built into it, and you've got access to the highlighter and the note facilities inside there. So you can edit and annotate the notes directly in the Kindle. So it's a nice way of getting resources out to the students, if you want to, but you need to educate them about using Kindle. So bear me to finish up a moment. And before I stay with, it's a classroom, and again, it's just a piece of Lego animation in PowerPoint. And I think most importantly, technology has changed and it's never going away. So you have to engage with it, and you have to encompass it and accommodate it in whatever capacity you're working in. So as an organisation or a curriculum department, you need to find out ways of harnessing it and using it proactively, positively for the students, not putting up barriers. And that's my personal viewpoint. So I'll stop there.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Never short of gadgets, never short of stuff to show and tell us, which is fantastic. We do have time for a couple of questions. If anybody has one or two.
How do you fit all of that in your pockets then?
Yeah. How does he fit all of that in his pockets? Well, there's probably
Get it to plan, which are good.
much larger pockets than it might seem.
Well, the mobile phones do everything that most of that stuff does, so.
So the mobile's the key device, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
What's his heart rate now?
Yeah, what's your, yes, that's very
I took
good.
the heart rate on top, but I think it's going down.
You want to estimate it?
I think it's approaching hundreds.
Approaching 100.
And
Okay.
how many calories did he lose?
Depends whether I eat anything on the way back or not.
Right, okay, good answer. Any other questions? Dave Goldberg, right at the back.
What kind of microphone do you use?
Oh, I don't know. You don't tell me. It's competent also.
Could I just ask numbers? How many gadgets have you displayed or talked about today?
How many gadgets, Graciano,
That's
asked?
my tweet question.
Your
Right
tweet
answer.
Your tweet
It's
question.
your tweet question. Actually, there's a little nugget time. This is an NFC device, and it's technology I think is going to become more and more important. So it allows you to just touch things and pass on information just by touching your phone against these devices.
Right, so that's one.
It's one. I have 3 or 4 cameras, GoPro, Wi-Fi, Luxi, and a movie camera.
That's 10.
All of them have several watches for each sport. 5
That's 5, 6,
5
7
watches.
watches, yes.
Portable keyboard, 2 batteries.
Was the answer 20 plus, Christian? No? Over 20? Close enough. Great. I'm afraid we have to end the session here because we've got to move on and set up for the next presentation, but would you like me to join me in thanking Anne?